Yeah, what's your do, FuFu? Back with another video, and today we're talking about Adderall in the pro gaming community. Hey guys, I really don't have a funky animation to put at the beginning of my videos, but I just made a bomb-ass egg sandwich. You can probably view it on my vlog. Alright guys, so today we are talking about Adderall in the pro gaming community. Now, if you do not know, Adderall is a drug that sort of wires you. It makes you focus more. It's a really big thing with gamers. It's a really big thing with like college students who need to focus for a test or something like that. It's used to treat ADHD and narcolepsy. It wakens you up. It makes you more focused and stuff like that. But we're going to be talking about it through the eyes of gamers today. Now, you might be asking yourself, like, how do you know this is a big thing in gaming? I've never been to, like, any of the pro tournaments or anything and, like, competed in it or seen anything. But I do have a friend who used to be one of these big Adderall guys that would supply, like, the Adderall to people and shit like that. And he said that the amount of Adderall that goes on at pro gaming events is absolutely ridiculous. To the point where he says that he knows a few pro gamers that do abuse it, as well as himself, who did when he was gaming. I'm not going to name any names because that's just not right. And plus, part of this video is going to be talking about, like, should the pro gamers or should the pro gaming leagues test for Adderall in their events or whatever. Now, honestly, I'm also going to say this: I have tried Adderall before, and when you take it, I've never felt like wired. Like, people will say that they take it and that they're like wired. They're like they're really focused. They like see shit and stuff like that. I've never had that experience. What it has done for me is it has made me like awake. Like it just wakes me up. It makes me like completely awake, like the most awake of awakeness that you can ever have. Like that's basically all it done for me. Now, so this leads me into the point where I think Adderall is kind of mental. And I think a lot of drugs are like this. I think some definitely do have their uses and stuff like that. But I feel like Adderall is one of those things that's mostly mental. I feel like they tell you, like, here, it's like giving a sugar pill to someone with a headache and saying that it's ibuprofen, and 20 minutes later they say that they don't have a headache anymore. I think what it is people are given this Adderall, and it's not really as effective as people think it is, but when they take it, mentally they think that they're about ready to be focused, so therefore they focus themselves. Now, I will say this: I have taken Adderall before, and it does make you awake. Okay. So as I said before, I have taken it before, and it does make you awake and alert. And if you ask anyone who plays games, when they play better when they're awake and they're alert. They're just more focused on the game. They know what they're doing in the game. They have like a set path of what they're going to do in the game. They're not distracted and stuff like that. So, yeah. Now we're going to kind of get into the should it be tested for and banned in competitive gaming. Now, if you don't know this, if you can drug test for Adderall. There's a lot of misconceptions about Adderall that I've heard in college, that it doesn't show up on a drug test. It actually shows up on a drug test as a type of methamphetamine, which is meth, but meth has similar side effects, but just way higher, like escalated completely. The Adderall is nothing compared to like meth. I've never done meth, and I never will, because if you do meth, you got something wrong with your life, man. You're the average life expectancy of someone of a meth addict is like 3 years. Like I'm cool. I'm good on that. I don't want to do that. But so it does show up as a sort of amphetamine on drug tests, and it can be tested for. I think they said that it was, I did a little bit of research on this before I made this video. That's where I'm getting most of this information. So apparently it lasts in your system for about 3 days. Now, that's not going to be a problem to test for, in the gaming or at an event, because if you're testing for Adderall, you're going to be testing like the day of, like Friday. And because it doesn't make sense to test someone on the Thursday before, like if the event starts on Friday and you test them on the Thursday before the event, that's not going to help you at all, because Adderall only has an effect that lasts a couple hours and stuff like that. So if someone were to take Adderall on Thursday, it would just be a waste, because by the time they woke up Friday morning, it would wear off. It would be worn off. So that doesn't make any sense. Me personally, I really don't have a view on it. I know a lot of people are prescribed ADHD or prescribed Adderall for ADHD medication, and with that, they can't ban it for them. So if it's prescribed to them, then they're going to be able to use it, and they will be able to use it. So, do I think it should be banned? Yes, I think it should be banned in competitive gaming. But the only problem is I don't see it happening and people being able to, like, control it. I view Adderall as sort of a, like, human growth hormones in baseball, like a steroid in baseball. It kind of has that same effect. It gives you an edge over other players. Now, here's the thing. There are, like, the person who I was talking about before who was at these events and saw all the Adderall abuse and stuff like that. He's prescribed medication for his ADHD, so he would be one of those people that would be able to take it, be able to, like, abuse it. They might be able to have certain levels that they could restrict when doing Adderall, but at the same time, you really can't stop that, because once you take the drug test, they can just go and pop a pill right before a game or something like that. Alright, now my last little point that I was going to make is, the reason why I don't think that they could control it is because there are those people who are prescribed it, so they're going to be able to use it, and that's not putting everyone at a legal playing field. Or a legal playing field, is that even a statement? Right. Okay, so the last thing that I want to say about this is the reason why they couldn't do it, or the reason why they can't really restrict it, is because there are those people with ADHD, and it doesn't make a level playing field. Now, in that case, I would say that it would probably be better to just not test for Adderall and just let everyone use it, because this is something in baseball that a lot of people talk about. Some people think that human growth hormone should just be legal in baseball, and that they can use it to, like, level the playing field. So if everyone's using it, then everyone's using it, and no one's at a disadvantage. That's the way kind of competitive gaming would probably end up being. It's kind of the way baseball's going, because the steroids in baseball is fucking absolutely ridiculous. So I really don't think that they could do much about this. I think they should. I can't really think of something that they could do about it. If anyone knows, let me know. So, let me know what you guys think about this whole matter. If there is anything that they could do that you know of, or just comment, should it be banned or should it be allowed in competitive gaming? As always, man, comment, rate, subscribe. Roast me in the comment section. Peace.